Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your June general reading. I have already laid out the axis of the horoscope wheel. I will start reading from the 10th house because it represents the midheaven, the highest star in the sky. But I will be clarifying with the African Tarot, starting it from the first house and working around the horoscope wheel. I will finish off with an oracle card, and if you find this reading useful, if you find it enjoyable, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I thank all of you that do. So, Taurus, let's get started with overall energy card, the Wheel of Fortune. This card has been showing up for lots of folks as, I believe, the result of the really deep work that we've been doing to uncover those things that do not fit, that need to be changed, that we need to change within ourselves, is being rewarded by the universe by providing you with the kinds of love, support, and effort that you have given to others. This is indicating where there has been ongoing effort, hardship, an uphill battle. You are now going to experience ease, opportunity, and a flow of opportunities that will move you into a direction that allows you to receive the same benefits that you have provided for others. So this is a great change in the way the world responds to you at this time. In your 10th house, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is indicating you are seen by your community, by your world within your job, as someone who is in control of their lives. In this case, you are in control of more than your own life. You're in control of a family, a business, an organization, but you are the master strategist for the way in which this entity, and this can certainly include your family, moves forward. You are able to build on the manifestations, the realizations that you have been able to manifest throughout your life. So you have a track record of accomplishment, of success, and of being able to see the bigger picture so that you can effectively strategize towards your goals. In the first house, we have the Five of Cups, and this indicates that you are indeed making changes in the way that you have viewed your emotional experiences. This is you recognizing that things that you once believed to be heartaches, disappointments, betrayals even, things that you believe were devastating, hurtful, and perhaps you experienced them as a victim, you're now able to recognize the gifts of those experiences and to ultimately recognize that you have the most critical tools remaining, and that is your ability to connect deeply with your own higher self as you have rewarded. This is your reward for having really looked at those uncomfortable reactions and behaviors, those things about yourself that are uncomfortable and you don't like. So this is saying, in fact, looking at those things has allowed you to love yourself more, love the person you are, to forgive yourself, and to recognize this deep connection with your inner self has given you a greater sense of confidence in your ability to be authentic, be for real in your relationships and towards the things that you truly desire. The fourth house is your home, your memory, your family. The Six of Wands indicates that the many efforts you have made, the changes that you've been successfully able to implement after a lot of hardship and difficulty are being recognized particularly by members of your family, your organization, or within your domestic sphere. They're being recognized and rewarded. So the rewards that you're receiving are beyond those internal rewards for having done the hard work, having recognized where changes need to be made within yourself rather than externally, but those are affecting your external opportunities so that you are being valued and rewarded and recognized for the changes you've been able to make within yourself and within your home. In the 7th house, the house of your significant relationships, others, the Queen of Swords indicates your ability to be dispassionate. That is really aligning with the Emperor card. It's perhaps a more feminine face to the Emperor card, where you are able to be rational, to be calculating, to be strategic in your efforts to move your partnerships forward. So this is you strategizing with a business or significant other partnership in order to achieve the things that are important to you. You're opening up to new ideas. You are finding yourself in a new situation as a result of the many changes that have occurred within your family or within your working life, so that you now are looking at new information, new possibilities, and recognizing new truths, new inspirations for the new direction that you are calibrating your life towards. The 5 of Cups in the 1st house is clarified by the Empress in the 2nd house and the Page of Swords in the 3rd house. The Empress is you, Taurus, in so many ways, whether you're male, female, binary, whatever your gender identification, the Empress card truly embodies the Taurus temperament. This is where you are empowered, not only in terms of your material comfort and security, the harmony and beauty of your environment, an environment you created, but also your ability to balance and balance out your values that you have always held, that have been consistent, but you've gained greater clarity on the application of your values to every aspect of your life, particularly in your relationships. You're looking at equality and justice and fairness in your relationships in a way that you may not have looked at it in the past, where you may have had a more self-centered approach, more self-gratifying approach to the things that are important to you in your material environment. But you are, in fact, consciously cultivating this new perspective, this new way of thinking about things. And as you cultivate this new perspective, you're coming up with new ways of talking about, sharing, documenting, writing about your ideas, finding new avenues for expressing these ideas that you're encountering. In the 4th house, you have the 6 of Wands, and that's clarified by the 5 of Wands in the 5th house and the 3 of Wands in the 6th house. So in your relations among your peers, you are all grappling with change, creative change, how to problem solve in a way that includes members of your team to creatively solve the challenges before you, to creatively make changes that you now recognize are needed to make within your personal life and home sphere particularly. The 3 of Wands indicates that you have set out on a new path. You have opened yourself up to the expansion, the growth of your own values, your own identity. And so that you are testing out new ideas, you're making new contacts, new communication, and you're waiting for the results of some of those efforts to come through to help to steer you forward in this new way. The Queen of Swords is in your 7th house, and that is clarified by the Lover's card in the 8th house and the Knight of Cups in the 9th house. The Lover's card is indicating that you are supremely practiced and clear about making the choices that are best for you, that resonate with your higher self. And this is really a little bit about what I was speaking of earlier, with the Empress really reflecting a core essence of the Taurus personality, in ways that you are now understanding that those values and those things that make you feel comfortable, harmonious, and at peace in a way that allows you to generate new ideas, to build and grow and create new things. You're now recognizing that those same values and benefits must accrue in your relationships. This is you understanding that you can make choices that serve you better when these changes or decisions also improve the outcomes for your partners, for your lovers. So this takes away the imbalance that can occur when the focus is entirely on you, in a way that now you are recognizing that relationships, one reflects the other. You want your partners to benefit equally in the ways that you are feeling fulfilled, creative, generative, and creative. The Knight of Cups is allowing you to really open up with the possibilities of your feelings and emotions. This is you exploring a greater capacity to love more of the world. This is taking you out of the safety and comfort of your home, no matter how well traveled you are. This is about opening up your domestic sphere, where you cultivate a lot of intimate satisfaction and pleasure, support, to where you are now increasingly looking at exploring new meanings of your emotions, new creative possibilities, in a way that has as much to do with your partner's needs and the needs of others involved in various partnerships with you, so that you are both gratified and both involved in this exploration of new feelings, renewal really, of your values and of the way that you communicate them. In the 10th house, the Emperor is clarified by the 6 of Swords, and in the 11th house and the 4 of Swords in the 12th house. You are deeply engaged in healing the world. Your social activism is very concerned with addressing the suffering that many experience throughout the planet. You are aligned with the suffering of others. You are engaged in addressing the pain that is felt needlessly by others. And however, as you move towards this work, as you continue on with this work, moving away from an experience of the pain only, you are understanding that the things that you have asked for, the things that you want, in order to stabilize yourself emotionally through this time of tremendous change, is not looking the way that you thought it would look. It's not coming in the form that you expected it to come in. Whatever material form that was, if it is a person that was going to provide you with some resources or even rescue you from a situation, you're increasingly being asked to recognize that you have what you need to gain the emotional foundation within your grasp. There is very little outside of you that is going to fulfill your needs. And instead, this is once again encouraging you to recognize all of the work that you've done to open up, to change those things about yourself that you've needed to change. And so that is where the real growth, the real wishes and benefits are coming from. They're not coming from outside. They're coming from your own capacity that you've been cultivating over these many, many months. I'm going to finish off this reading, Taurus, with a botanical inspiration and ask again if you're enjoying this reading, if you're finding it useful, to please like and subscribe. And I've pulled the pansy, and the key words are sweet thoughts. Pray you love, remember. And there are pansies, that's for thoughts. Sweet thoughts. I'm going to leave this here for you, Taurus. I thank you for your time and attention. Until next time, Namaste.